Hey there, I'm Pam Fender, and I am your go-to realtor here in the Carolinas. And I'll guide you through the top 5 tips to transitioning from renting to owning a home. And why having the right realtor matters. Someone like me can make all the difference. So here's where we get started. First and foremost, understand your financial standings. This is really the time that I personally would like to sit down with my clients, put a plan together. There's that saying that's plan to fail, fail to plan. So this is the time that I really like to have that initial conversation. But what you're going to want to do is check your credit scores, save for a down payment, look at some grants and bonds and stuff that are available in the area to make sure that you have all your money together and what your down payment is and what your closing cost is, everything's covered, so that when you start thinking about that dream home and getting that visualization of what that house looks like, that the money's good, right? So you want to always determine what you're comfortable with from renting to buying a home. So what that payment's going to be and just how comfortable you are with what that payment would be with buying a home. Sometimes it can be less than rent. Sometimes it can be a little more. So you just want to make sure that those pieces are handled. And then secondly, it's more than just a mortgage. Consider property taxes, utilities, and maintenance costs. A reliable realtor like me will guide you through these hidden costs of home ownership, just to make sure that you still have the ability to enjoy life while still owning a home. And then second part of this is, again, when we have a buyer's presentation, whether it's Zoom, in person, we're going to talk about the location, the size, the amenities. Are you renting in the area that you really like, and would you like to find a home in that area? Or did you rent just based on your budget and really want a different atmosphere before you're going to own your home? Most people live in their home for about 4.5 years. So you want to make sure that when you're buying, that there is a commitment there to be there longer than just that year lease that you normally would have for renting. So, that's key pieces. Did you want a garage? Do you like the garden? Do you want a dog? Do you want a cat? What are those things that are the priorities when it comes down to actually owning a home? And then after we sit down, we talk about these things, we're going to find the homes that match your lifestyles, match your needs in general. We're going to match your budget. So once we have those things together, we're going to want to make sure we start talking to a mortgage person, probably within about, the 3 months of buying the home. I like to start 6, where you just have the conversations. But when you're starting to get ready to start buying, I like to have that conversation and get comfortable with the lender that you're going to work with and start shopping and talking to them. And obviously I have trusted ones that I'd love to share with you as well. But those are conversations we're going to have probably within about 6 months of you buying a home. And that mortgage pre-approval will give you a competitive edge in the markets, to where once you have your pre-approval letter and we know what your budget is, you will feel very strong about making an offer on a home when we get there. But the next step here is I'll just say this, the pitfalls. I have witnessed many deals, thankfully not mine, that have fallen through because the finances weren't secure. And people said they were pre-approved, but they really weren't. There were some things that were still hiccups, and you lose money that way. So this is definitely something we want to make sure that we handle as a part of the process. So next one is, this is where the magic happens: touring homes, attending open houses, diving into the listings. But just remember, it's not just about finding a house, it's about finding the right house for you. With my expertise and network, we'll explore properties that you might have missed on your own. We'll walk through them together, talk about the quality of the home, and kind of work through the details to make sure that we're not just playing the HGTV role of buying a home. We're really, truly searching for something that you can build equity in, love, enjoy your area, love the space, and be able to build your future and your dreams on that. So that is a big piece. And then once you feel like you found that dream home and we're ready to make those moves, we're also going to talk about inspections, negotiations, and finalizing. And that is really where, my years of almost 9 to 10 years, kind of crazy, of experience is going to help you make sure that you get the best home and the value of the home for your budget. And we're going to make sure that we go over those hurdles. We're going to talk about those things. We're going to experience together. I am a full service agent. We're going to make sure But every step of the way that you walk through this, then I'm going to be here answering questions, handling things to where you're not alone. And this is why it's invaluable to have a realtor on your side, to make sure that you have somebody that is actually caring about you, caring about the process, been there, done it, because not many people buy house after house after house after house to be an expert in it. But that's why having a realtor is very, very important to this process. And renting has its place, but owning, that's the dream. I've had countless individuals and families realize that dream. If you're ready to make that leap for renting or owning, remember, having the right realtor does matter. I'd love to be that person, but we need to embark on this journey together. So hit the button if you found these tips helpful. Share this video with anyone that you think might benefit. And ready to start your homeownership journey? Call me and we can Zoom or have coffee together. And drop me a message if you want to make this dream a reality.